Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing a word that God gave me on Sunday, October 17 at 6 in the morning. It is titled The Highest Mountain. What are you looking for and where are you going? There was a young man who challenged himself to climb the highest mountain. On the way to the mountain, the road was rocky, and he encountered boulders of rocks. Strong and with great stamina, he moved them to make a pathway towards his journey. After walking and religiously climbing upward, he sees in the distance an apparition of what looked like an old wise man. The young man walks closer and closer towards the old wise man, and the old man was sitting on a large rock. The young man asks, "How do you manage to climb this far?" Being that he was old of age and hardly looked like an able body to climb. The old man said, "Young man, I took my time. I waited until mid-afternoon to climb up to avoid the sun rays." The young man said to the old wise man, "You're wasting your time. Do you think that you can climb up to the top?" We aim to get to the mountaintop without placing God first. The old wise man replied to the young man, "Young man, what do you think is the most important thing in life?" The young man looked at him and said, "To accomplish as much as you can, to get to the top and say, 'I'm on the top of the highest mountain.'" The young man continued walking, hurrying up as if there was a fire behind him. The old wise man, deep in thought, continued with patience and with calm. The young man continued to hurry to the next pinnacle of the climb and took a break to rest. The old man, as old as he was, he walked for several days to reach the same location. When he sees the young man appearing tired and worn, the old man told him, "You probably should rest." The young man told him, "No, I'm okay. I have everything I need." The young man hurried and started to walk without haste to reach the peak before the end of the day. We like to do things on our own way. The old man told the young man, "Okay, but just be warned. There are dangerous roads ahead. Look to your right and look to your left, but keep your focus forward. And as much as you want to look back, do not look back, not even to swap a mosquito off your back or measure distance." This is, in other words, the distractions of the past. The young man, bold and proud, told the old wise man, "I know every rule to the climb. I will be fine." The old wise man said, "Good luck, young man. Remember, don't look back." The young man soon enough hurried himself back to the track in desperation to finish first and finish fast. The young man did not see the value of the words of the wise old man, and he said, "I am strong, I am fast, I am witty, and I am smart. I will get there before this old wise old man." God provides warning. So the young man took a shortcut in a road unknown to him. A large post in a tree said, "Enter at your own risk. It leads to the mountain top fast." The young man, trying to cut corners, followed the shortcuts, followed other trails, and he soon found out that a perilous road that leads to the top, he will face with dangers in every side. And on he went. "I'm not afraid of what may come. I will get to the top before the old man." The young man kept going and going in areas of swamps full of insects and bugs. He thought for a second, "This is a challenge that I will transcend." The young man said, I am still not afraid." He thought he knew what he was doing, and unfortunately, he was not prepared for what he was about to see. But little did he know that the perilous road can also put your life in danger. Be careful who you let in your life. There will be many obstacles that will try to deter your journey. The young man continued on as if he was king of the road. As he was approaching closer to the end of the road, he sees a snake, which he attempts to evade. But as he was trying to evade the one that he was seeing, another one came from behind to strike. He was beaten and left for dead. This can be reflected as bad decisions and the consequences that it brings. So the young man, tired and ill, out of breath, saw the old wise man at a distance and called him by his name. You see, the Lord God, Jesus Christ, comes into our life in a nick of time to pick us up every time we failed. The old wise man came running and asked the young man, "What happened?" The young man soon explained that a snake had bitten his hands. The old wise man said to the young man, "You could have prevented all of this if you would have taken the advice from this old man." You see, the old man had taken these roads before and learned from all of his mistakes. The old man knew what to expect and how to protect himself. In fact, the old wise man had successfully climbed to the top of the mountain several times before. He knew that if you took shortcuts, you may get there faster, but risk your life, and with no guarantee that you will make it out alive. The old wise man had been prepared and carried the antidote and saved this young man's life. He gave it to him without even asking for it. The young man regretfully and solemnly told the old wise man, "Thank you for saving my life. I should have listened to your advice." Then they got up and continued to the road, and the old wise man asked the young man, "You never answer my question. What do you think is the most important thing in life?" A lesson learned hurts but brings new awareness. The young man looked perplexed in thought and said, "You must not hurry in the journey or attempt to take shortcuts to the top. You must walk in the right path that will take you there safe and not in a flash. Patience and timing are the key. The decisions you make will determine if you'll be happy or not, because you can easily lose yourself in the climb. The dangers can jeopardize your health or risks of you getting there at all. Everyone's pace is different. The journey may take longer, but what matters is that you get there. I learned that listening to the advice of the old wise man is a golden nugget that will always be treasured inside my heart." The old wise man said to the young man, "See, we all at one point or another want to reach the top as fast as we can, without thinking of the perilous dangers of different roads ahead. It's best to climb at your own pace. No shortcuts, no head bumping in a road that will get you there safe. Listen to this wise old man. He's been there, done that, and it wasn't until I faced the same dangers that I realized that I made mistakes and learned not to repeat it again. I know all the secrets now to tell. Don't live life in a hurried pace. Appreciate everything around you. Love with all your heart, and always put God first in all your travels in your journey. You will get there, but in time with God's aligning. This is what's important in everyone's life journey." The moral of this story is that life is a journey. And in Ecclesiastes 2:11 states, "Then I look on all the works that my hands had done, and on the labor which I have toiled, and indeed all was vanity, grasping for the wind. There was no profit under the sun." Solomon is a great example. In all of his accomplishment, found the answer to the most important thing in life. At the end of that climb to the highest mountain, Solomon realized that it was all vanity. This word in Hebrew means vapor. It is reflecting on how life is quickly passes by, and how everything, even the good things, also passes by. Solomon refers to it as they were grasping for the wind. Solomon is not speaking that having a good life is bad. No, what you do with the good life is what is most valuable. Having God be in the center of it all to be able to make wise decisions. And like that old wise man, he knows what is good for us. In Proverbs 14:13, Solomon wrote that even in the pleasures of life, he described it as sheer madness. Even in laughter, the heart may know sorrow, and the end of mirth may be grief. No one is spared of bad times. Pleasure seeking leads to grief. Solomon was using self-reflection to teach that this is an important lesson, which is that knowing what is important early on is more valuable than everything you could have gained or accumulated, because at the end of the road, when life journeys ends, you cannot take it with you. God bless.